Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video we are going to be talking about how you can handle your sore scalp. Let's say you've come back from the salon and you've had your locks redone, or you've just had your locks done, you've installed some braids or any particular protective style that has pulled on your scalp and your scalp is really sore. How do you go about that? Because some scalps are really tender, and even if it is not tender, but you may experience some blisters, some bumpy stuff happening on your scalp, which may lead to infections, and you don't want that to be happening. So how do you go about that? In my case, I'm just coming back from my loctician spot in town, and I really had a massive growth for the past 4 months. Yeah, it was that intense. So I just had to go and have that redone because some hair was locking into each other, and it was not a good scenario at all. So I've just come back from the loctician. As you can see, he's mended all that. He's really good, you guys. And this is the back side. As you can see, ouch. Okay. Honestly, my scalp is not that sore, but I can manage to move them about. But it's because we have an understanding with my loctician that whenever he's touching my scalp and my hair, he doesn't have to apply too much tension. Otherwise, my scalp is really going to burn as I go to bed tonight, and I don't want to be taking medicines like paracetamol or any other painkiller, because it's not really the best thing to do. So that is why I am saying you need to have an understanding with the one who is actually working on you, and you need to know some other tricks that you need to do when you come back home, and that is what we're going to be talking about today. So I am just going to go into the shower and do the first treatment that I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to come back, and then we're going to go through the steps together. All right, so let's go there and then we come back. So keep on watching. So let's start talking about my locks first before I start giving you the ways that you can handle your sore scalp when you come back from the salon. So I've just come out of the shower. I've prepped myself. Yes. And I just want to show you how my locks look right now. Okay, you cannot actually feel what I'm feeling, but this is much more relaxed than what it was before when I showed you when I was just coming back from this from the loctician spot. So this is much better. This is much better. Yeah, I keep on saying much better, but this is way better than what it was before. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to apply some oil around my head. This is sweet almond oil. Yeah. Okay, so I have applied my almond oil off camera because I just felt it would take too much time, but so this is what I do when I come back from the salon, and in this case I've had my locks redone or retwisted or whatever you want to call it, remended, something like that. So the first thing that I do when I come back home is to spritz my hair with water, and this has to be warm water, and I use rose water for my locks. So I warm the water up and I spritz that to my locks. Make sure that they are a little bit saturated, and to make sure that I focus on my scalp. The reason why I'm using warm water is to make sure that my scalp is relaxed, and just not just relaxed, okay? Just to make sure that the nerves are relaxed and not pulled together on the scalp. So that's what I actually do when I come back home. And after that, I take my shampoo as well as my conditioner and then I mix them together. So what I do is that I take my shampoo. I know you are actually seeing this in reverse, but this is my Avon Care shampoo and this is my Avon Care conditioner. If you want to see more of the products that I use on my hair, make sure you watch the video that I posted a few weeks ago on the hair products that I use. So I take a tablespoon of this shampoo and a tablespoon of the conditioner and then I mix them together. I don't know why I actually do that, but ever since I started doing that, it really works well for me. I don't have a core conditioner, so that's what I do. I take a tablespoon of the shampoo, a tablespoon of the conditioner, mix them together, and then I take a tablespoon of my hair oil, which is a blend of coconut oil, castor oil, and almond oil, and then I take 5 drops of my essential oil, which is frankincense, and then I put there and add in some warm water and make that into a liquid, and then I start applying that on my scalp. So I focus that on my scalp and I make sure that the water that I'm using is also warm. So I focus that on my scalp because remember, I am trying to make sure that my scalp is not sore anymore. So I do that, I apply the foam to the scalp and then I massage it through. The reason why I'm using the essential oil is because it has, cooling effects, and the oil to make sure that my scalp is lubricated, and the shampoo and the conditioner mixed together, it is washing my scalp but as well as making sure that my scalp is relaxed and conditioned. So I do that for about 5 minutes and then I go into the shower and rinse it out with warm water. And then when I rinse it out with warm water, I put it up in a microfiber towel, and then I come out of the shower, and then here we are. I take my oil, my almond oil, and apply it all over my head just to make sure that I am relaxed and not feeling any discomfort. The almond oil is specially used for me. I especially use it when I've pulled and tacked my scalp. But essentially what I use is a blend of castor oil, coconut oil, almond oil, and another bunch of herbs that I actually use. So that is what I do. You can actually do the same if you are in your locks or you've just installed your braids. Make sure you wash them and wash them with warm water and do what I've actually explained. Number 2 is that you can just come back home and take your spray bottle, put in some warm water in there, and then add some aloe vera gel or aloe vera juice. Add in that particular aloe vera juice, a tablespoon or 2, and then mix it together, add in some oil, and then spritz that to your scalp. Spritz until you feel that your scalp is saturated, and then massage that particular liquid all over the head. Make sure you massage it in until you feel that this is really good. Okay, until you feel that this is really good, and then when you're done, just take your bonnet or whatever wrapper you have, satin or silk, and then put it on, and then the things will be laid down, and then in the morning you'll be okay. You wouldn't have to drink any medicine. All right, if you don't have aloe vera, you can just do warm water plus your oil, or warm water, glycerin plus oil. Just make sure you do something that is warm enough and apply that to your scalp. The third tip is that do a hot water treatment. So you come back home, you spray to your hair, and then you take your oil, warm it up, and then make sure it's warm enough, and then you apply the oil to your scalp, and then you massage your scalp for about 10 minutes. When you massage your scalp for about 10 minutes, and then you can let it cool off, and that is it. If you don't want to do that, then tip number 4 is that when you come back home, you take a towel, a small towel, could be a facing towel or a small towel that you have. Take a small towel, soak it in hot water, really hot water, and then when it's soaked, you pull it out, and then you do a hot compress all over your head. Make sure you do a hot compress all over your head. You could have a towel such as this one, and then you just take that towel, soak it in very hot water, and then you hot compress all over your head. Make sure you do that all over your head. You hot compress, especially the spots that you feel so spots that are really sore. Make sure that you do that all over your head and hot compress. Make sure you do it in sections. I'm just trying to show you how to go about it, but make sure you do it in sections and hot compress all over your head, especially these particular areas, because that's where you get a lot of white bumps and stuff like that, and where blisters usually form out. So make sure you do that. Now, if you've done all this and after 2 days you're still feeling pain, you have excruciating pain on your scalp, and you are having a very difficult time, then dear one, take it down. Take the style down. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it, because you're feeling pain. What is happening is that your scalp, your head, your brain is sending signals to you that you have hurt your scalp. So just remove the style down. I know you cry and you say that you spent a lot of money, but what does it benefit you if you keep on having pain, and by the end of the day when you remove that hairstyle, next time you've pulled out some hair from your scalp and it's just messed up. So remove that hairstyle as quickly as possible if you feel that all these things that I've told you are not working. For me, after a day or two, my scalp is okay. What I mean is that I am able to be me. I'm not saying that I will start doing my hairdos, pulling my locks upwards, putting them in the bun. No, that's another bad thing that we actually do as ladies when we come back from the salon. Never do that. When you have just installed your braids, your hairstyle, whatever it is, leave your hair down without pulling it in either direction, and just make sure that your scalp is relaxed for a week or two, and then you can start doing all those particular hairstyles that you want to do. So like I've said, if you feel that what I've told you is not working after 2 days, then just remove the hairstyle, because you don't want to hurt your scalp, and you don't want all those particular bad things to be happening, the blisters, the white bumps, and you pulling your hair, and by the time you're going to be removing that hairstyle, some of your hair is gone, your hairline is gone. You don't want that to be happening. So just remove it. Alright, I think I've emphasized that enough. Just remove it. Don't beat about the bush, just remove it. Okay, but all this can be avoided if you have a very good understanding with your hairdresser, with the one who is actually working on you. And one other thing that I have to say is that if you want to avoid all these pains, you need to identify one particular person who is going to be working on your hair. If you keep on switching hairdressers, one hairdresser will be gentle, the other hairdresser will not be, and that is going to be causing too much discomfort for you. So pick a hairdresser that understands what you want. Besides, you are the one who is paying them, so make sure that you tell them what you expect of them and let them do their job according to your wishes, but also understanding that they are the experts and you are the customer. But you need to have a balance. Okay, strike a balance to say, this is what I want, and they should do their best to make sure that they meet what you're actually vying for. So I hope this video was educative enough and that you actually enjoyed it. If you need more videos such as this, make sure you comment down below and let me know, and I'm going to do something for you. Until I see you next time, bye.